Right, on with the cooking. Jamie!
Very exciting.
Yay, I've been so looking forward to this. Quick whiz through of the ingredients.
Yes, we're going to make homemade meatballs. I've just started cooking them off, but I'm going to rewind in time. Yep. We're going to do homemade meatballs with unduya, fennel seeds, a very simple herby tomato sauce. But I'm going to dedicate this recipe to Anthony Bourdain, who passed away. I think the whole chef fraternity and everyone that loved him and his writing, they would want us to mention it. So it's a very sad day, isn't it?
It is very, very, very sad.
An amazing storyteller.
He was. He was rock and roll.
He definitely was. So this one is for you, brother. So,
and he'd love this dish.
Well, he was about authenticity, and I think with meatballs, you need that nice balance of meat and fat. So for this, we want lovely free-range pork.
So we've got 2 cuts.
Yes, shoulder and belly. Perfect for meatballs. So go and have a chat with your butcher, request that. And then here we've got some minced, nice coarse mincing. And if you don't mind doing a little bit of mixing in a second, but before we do that, fennel seeds. I'm going to leave them whole. Amazingly fragrant. I'm not going to crush them up. I like that little kind of subtlety when it cooks, but then when you bite into it, it sort of explodes with fragrance, a little seasoning, a little pepper, some Victorian-style mace, or not mace, actually, sorry.
Nutmeg?
Nutmeg. Thank you, Chef. Too strong.
It's live.
There you go. But there is a kicker ingredient when I go to find my little grater. Can I have that one, please?
You can have that one.
The kicker ingredient is this. Have a look at this. This is unduya. This is almost like a southern Italian...
I say induja.
Yeah, unduya is the way I would say it. That's the way the nonnas would expect to say it. What's amazing, have a look at this. Right, the spices here. Sweet, sweet, amazing chilies.
I'm going in.
Go in there, mix it up, and then we're going to...
from?
It's from Calabria. And the chilies there are much softer and fruitier. So I just want to talk about balls for a second, if I may, Aid. I'm browning these off.
That's only my turn.
Yes. We're browning this off. Because a lot of people these days are buying them pre-done for them conveniently in the supermarket, sometimes it's nice to make it yourself and feel the lightness. So when we're rolling them into balls, there's a couple of little tricks. First of all, don't be obsessed by roundness and don't worry if they break up. What we don't want to do is over-compact them and make them dense.
Yes.
Also, a little water in the hands makes your balls very smooth on the outside. And it means that we can then basically flick them out straight into a little bowl, or even when I'm at home, I do it straight into the pan. So you can make small ones, big ones, it doesn't really matter. You know, traditionally in the older days, they were smaller because they didn't have much meat and it was very expensive. But of course, when you saw those same Italians, yes, please, yours are very nice. But that's when you follow the history of the meatball, when the Italians went to America and found more money, those meatballs got bigger. And, but it's such a wonderful comfort food. So look, that's our lovely meatball there. So if you look to my right, can you see what's happening there, Chef? If you can give it a shake for me, actually, I'll let you wash your hands.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We want to get colour. Colour equals flavour. And as we start getting that wonderful colour, we want to start adding to it to kind of create this sauce. Now, you can use about 4 cloves of garlic. I pulled this out of the garden for you today, Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
I thought
it looks beautiful, new seasoned garlic.
I thought your father would be very proud of me doing that. So the nice thing about growing your own garlic or getting it from the supermarket at this time of year is you can actually use pretty much the whole thing. This is the joy. So it's almost like a spring onion come garlic. So if you give that a little shake for me, Chef. What a joy. What a joy, what a joy.
So, Jamie, you are celebrating 10 years of Jamie's Restaurants. Turning point?
Amazing, 10 years. We've got some beautiful restaurants in beautiful university cities around the country.
Italian, isn't it? Yeah.
Jamie's Italian. We make pasta every single day. This is one of the recipes from the new menu. New menu started on Monday, 10 years on Monday.
And that's on the...
this is on the menu. And we got many things on the menu, all sorts of tortellinis, raviolis, grills, antipasti. And it's comfort food.
But all about the ingredient and celebrating simple, good, tasty Italian food.
What I wanted to do was I wanted to bring better ingredients to these university cities. You know, lovely free-range meats. And we're really proud of that. And we hope that the customers love it too. So look, in the pan, garlic softening. We go in with, again, Calabrian chilies. Sorry, Aid, we're going to go in for it, mate. Just a little bit. It's not going to be super hot. It's not going to be super hot. So, Chef, if you can put that into the pasta... now, as...
Pasta in?
Yes, please, Chef. If you can do it slowly and erotically.
Slowly and erotically.
Yes. What you'll notice, guys, is as Chef does this, I'm going to be scrunching my tomatoes. We source our own tomatoes direct.
This is where the T-shirt gets...
from Salerno. They're sweeter. We're going to squeeze them and squash them with our hands.
So you source all these ingredients for Jamie's attempt?
Things like the parmesan, the tomatoes, these fundamental ingredients, we go direct to get better quality. So we get high-altitude parmesan. We get wonderful grade A tomatoes, sweeter. And, of course, if it's a condiment, that's one thing. But if tomatoes are one of the hero ingredients, that's important. But every single day, in every single restaurant, we make our own pasta. So from spaghetti farfalle, we've got beautiful rigatoni, the pappardelle here.
And each one is for a different dish, obviously.
Organic eggs, semolina, Tipo 00. So look, this is going nicely. Let's talk about herbs for a second. Yeah, go on, chef.
Yeah, OK, herbs, because from your garden again, and these are extraordinary.
Yeah.
Extraordinary, I love that. But no, I was going to ask you about campaign.
Yes. Add enough.
Add enough.
Yeah, it's an amazing time in Britain now where the government's considering part 2 of the childhood obesity strategy. There's many things happening. One of them is we felt that targeted junk food advertising to kids was wrong.
Yes.
When kids go to primary school, secondary school, bus stops. So Sadiq Khan has banned all junk food advertising on TfL, which is the biggest advertising real estate in the world. And we think that in this moment in time... Sadly, this generation of child is expected to live a shorter life than their parents. So we're trying everything at the moment to protect our lovely British kids. Very important.
Yeah, some little recipe recap. So we've got...
Yes. Brown those balls. Garlic goes in. The Calabrian chilies go in. Then we scrunch in those lovely whole plum tomatoes. Always the whole one, guys. Don't get the passata, don't get the chopped ones. These ones are more sweet. Let them simmer for a bit. The pasta's here. Now, another thing that British people tend to do wrong is drain the pasta and leave it there in the colander, smoking, steaming, getting like a big weapon of mass destruction.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take it, drag it, get yourself some tongs, drag it into the pan and let it have that final cook in the sauce, so the sauce and the flavour from the meat actually cooks into the pasta. And we're going to have a little toss-up. So we'll really keep that outfit out of the way there, chef.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I've got a read to do, so keep me out of this. There's still time to vote for AIDS Food Heaven or Hell. Go to bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. Now, I'm just picking these beautiful herbs that came straight out of your garden, and you were saying earlier that it's great to use the little flowers as well off the thyme.
Yeah, for people watching, when we're making comfort food dishes like this, which are very simple, you can express the day, whether it's your window box, your garden, or the local park, where you're allowed to actually pick herbs, and they're everywhere. When thyme is flowering, take it. Oregano, the same. And just tear it on top of a dish, and it's absolutely wonderful. And all I've done now, chef, is just check the seasoning. Yes, I did use my finger, but it's for family.
I didn't see that.
No, it's all right, it's for family. And then what I'm going to do is put a little parmesan in, which I've just tossed through it. One final little toss there. And then I'm going to drag that pasta. This is so good for family. And, of course, in the restaurants, we have many families coming in, and we love cooking for kids, and we love shareability. A lot of our food is about sharing in the restaurants. Look at that. So it's always nice, you know, when you've got the new menu starting, you get that little buzz from all the staff.
Oh, yes.
Herbs on top, chef. And then...
you've already got... Look, I've been picking them for you.
Oh, no, I want yours as well. No. Yours are much nicer prep than mine. There you go. I can't not take yours. So there you go. And then all I would do, literally, is a tiny little drizzle of olive oil. Otherwise, Gennaro would be very upset.
He would be. He's always got that...
Hello, Gennaro!
He's always got that olive oil there, hasn't he?
Yes, he does like a little bit of olive oil for
Bless
many things.
Lovely.
A few more on there. Look, that's beautiful.
We're done.
What have we got?
We have homemade meatballs with unduya, free-range pork, pappardelle, and that summer tomato sauce.
It looks and smells amazing.
Thank you, chef.
Right, let's go. This is the kind of dish that you need to dive in. I mean, literally go for it. It's a big sharing platter of goodness.
Yeah, don't be polite.
That looks beautiful.
And then this is when the waiter comes up and gives you some of that at the table. Do you know?
There we go.
Nice.
Some black pepper, please.
It's got a lovely warmth to it without being too spicy.
Thank you.
Absolutely delicious.
It's going to be too bad.
And I think the Michelin-starred herbs are better than yours.
Thank you. I hope so. And do you know what's really nice at this time of year as well? When we do comfort food things like this, little fresh peas at the end. Even little shaves of asparagus at the end. You can kind of add these little kickers that just...
A little bit of freshness.
Yeah.
It's like the herbs, and that herb's so important to put them in at the very, very end.
So this is exciting. Wine time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have we got, Tim?
Well, we've got fabulous Italian red that's perfect for comfort food. Anything with the tomato sauce, really. And it's from the Marche region of Italy. And it's called Rosso Piceno, and it's a blend of two very native grape varieties in Italy, Sangiovese and Montepulciano. Beautiful. And, you know, it's gluggable, it's juicy, it picks up on the richness of the meat, but also the freshness of those lovely tomatoes. Super easy to drink, easy going. I think it's from £7.99 at Majestic, and for me, a real bargain.
And the Marche is a region of Italy which kind of is a bit underrated, isn't it, really?
I think it really is, especially as wines are concerned. But hopefully with wines like this, it means you get better value for money, though, if you're prepared to kind of shop around. Yeah, and take a risk. Yeah, you do.
You happy with that match?
I think it's amazing. Yeah. It's so good.
It is. It's really
I think all we need now is a sort of red and white check tablecloth. Yeah. and a candle in one of those raffia-covered bottles.
Yes.
Happy with that, Abe?
And some mandolin music. Absolutely delicious. My kind of food.
Your kind of food?
Not too hot for you?
No, do you know, this I'm weird. It's weird that it comes from Calabria because they don't have a J in Italian. So where's it come from? Because it's spelled N-D-U-J-A.
Like many parts of Italy, there's history, there's invasion, there's travel, there's the spice trade. We know for a fact that chilies don't come from Italy, or potatoes, or onions, or sadly, tomatoes. Yeah. So, yeah,
Or
who
pasta.
knows? Who knows?
But it's even great just spread on grilled bread after.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really wonderful.
I always avoid it when it comes on the pizza.
Oh, no, you've got to. You've got to take it.
Pizza.
Just too
Take
much
it on
of
the
it.
pizza.
Me too.
Oh, no, subtlety. Just a little.
Yeah.
The heaven and hell vote is now closed.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yes. Yes. And we'll reveal the results at the end of the show. Yes. Oh, dear. Even I don't know. They're not telling me. I don't know. Yeah, surprise. Now, let's take some calls. First up, it's David from Hove. What's your question, please, David?
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'm looking to do a barbecue this weekend, maybe kind of a small group, 4 or 5 people. I want to do something a bit more interesting. Any recommendations for what I could do with beef or lamb?
Oh, well,
Marianne, before
being a butcher's daughter, I absolutely love beef, and I particularly love a really thick ribeye to go on the barbecue, so you can really get lots of colour on the outside. And marinade-wise, I quite like Dijon, garlic, rosemary or thyme, and lots of extra virgin olive oil. So I'm definitely a beef girl.
So get colour on it and then cook it slowly. Push it on the side. Isn't
Yes.
It?
Can I have a go?
Yes.
A shoulder of lamb, take the bone out and flatten in one of those kind of grill presses. Shove it on.
Just keep turning it.
Yeah.
Yes, chef.
It's beautiful. No herbs, no nothing. Just
Happy with
stick
that,
it
David? David's gone. All right. Aid.
Yes.
A couple of tweets for us.
Yes, I've got one from Wendy. It's about rhubarb, so I'm imagining she's from Yorkshire. I have a lot of rhubarb grown in my garden and would like to know what I can use it for besides pies and crumbles. Ta very much.
I love rhubarb. Do you want me to take that one?
Go on, yeah, I love rhubarb too.
Rhubarb,
Go on.
look, I think more unusual things to do with it. Amazing roasted with pork. A pork shoulder, just put it in the base as part of the kind of like, celery, carrots, onions. Oh my lord, amazing. Shred a load and put it into go and buy a big pot of white wine vinegar or red wine vinegar and just put some herbs and rhubarb in there. Rhubarb vinegar, hallelujah. And lemonade with rhubarb.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I like a stick of rhubarb in it.
Yeah, just grated.
All right,
you get the sourness and you get that sweetness. And
How about just raw and dunked into a little bit of sugar?
Oh, yes.
Very nice.
Yeah,
That's ultimate.
haven't had that for a while.
Well, yeah.
This one's from Tony. I grow many varieties of beetroot.
Where's he from?
It doesn't say. I'm imagining he's from the southeast. I grow many varieties of beetroot, and they're almost ready to harvest. A bit early, isn't it? Can you suggest a recipe to get the best out of beetroot? Thanks, Tony.
My beetroots are ready.
Really?
Is
it?
Go on then.
First of all, before you even eat the beetroot, the leaves are incredible. The small leaves, salad, the bigger leaves, if they haven't been got by bugs, are the better than spinach. Braise them off just as you would spinach. Joy, joy, joy. The actual bulb, of course, raw, dressed, amazing. But the thing I love to do at the moment is cook it in the ash of fire or barbecue. Or if you can't do that, on rock salt and just burn it.
And then do you leave it in for?
An hour. Just get it really, treat it badly and then peel it with a knife and dress it, and it loves horseradish.
And it's super, super sweet, natural sweet. Wines with beetroot.
Ooh, I think I'd go for something, so a classic grape like Syrah, but one from New Zealand, so it's a bit souped up, a bit more extra guts to it, it's a bit juicier. It'd be lovely with the kind of sweet and savoury nature of
It's
beetroot.
so intense. I mean, roast beetroot is
So
so intense. Much better than boiling it.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the phones. Our next caller is Giovanni from London. What's your question, Giovanni?
Good morning, Hey, Jamie, I cook you with the 5 ingredients. Can you please tell me recipe with the 3 ingredients? Maybe, you know, some pasta dishes?
Hello, Gennaro. You got a day off? You got nothing better to do? I know what you want me to say. You want me to say spaghetti, anchovy, chili,
Oh, Gennaro.
Hello, mate.
How are you, Gennaro?
Very well. I'm enjoying so much watching Saturday Kitchen. I cannot leave it without
Where are you,
them.
Gennaro? Where are you? In the garden?
You do ever so well. Do you know what? I love that little bit of drizzle oil on top of the pappardelle. You do it well. You know, you done good.
His poor wife.
You've done good, you say.
Yeah, absolutely. Ciao, big boy.
Fantastic. Ciao. Thank you to everyone who called and tweeted today. Right, we've got some lovely mozzarella here.
Yes.
To taste, we've got the little mozzarella balls and a pizza. There we go. Let's tuck in.
I'll taste your balls.
Yeah.
British mozzarella.
Yeah, we can try a bit of pizza as well. Nice. Very chewy, as it should be.
Lovely.
Very fresh.
Good saltiness, isn't it?
Salty, yeah.
And of course, you know, cheese is defined by milk. Britain's got some of the best rain in the world, but therefore the best grass. And you know, so there's, you know, British cheese has gone through. Well, it's always been amazing, hasn't it?
It has, but now it's even more amazing. Even more. I mean, it's
That's delicious.
Very tasty.
really nice. Very, very nice. Sorry to talk with a mouthful. Right, it's Omelet Challenge time. Omelet Challenge time.
Good luck, guys.
Jamie and Marianne, follow me. You are not on the board.
No.
This is the new board, yeah. But the rules are more or less the same, other than it's got to be edible.
Yeah.
Fast and edible 3-egg omelette. Has Gennaro been
glad
giving
you
you
changed so the rules aren't the same, really.
Let's change slightly.
Okay.
We've moved the goalpost. Gennaro been giving you a few tips?
He just said go fast.
Yeah. Marianne, been practicing?
Go fast.
No, because last time I practiced and it was so bad, so I thought I'm going to change tactic this time.
Right, OK. So, rules are, as I said, 3-egg omelettes. Fast as you can. They've got to be edible. If they are not edible, they end up in here. Yes, if they are edible, they feed the crew, and we all know how hungry they are. Yeah. The clock stops when the omelette hits the pan. Hopefully, it will be an omelette. Put the clocks up on the screen, please. Are you ready, chefs?
I'll try.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, don't do that at home. Don't put your fingers in the pan.
Yeah, right. Yes, yeah.
Gosh, this is fast and furious. Let's not forget seasoning, guys.
I've done it already, Chef. A little bit of pepper.
Checking.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, I'm nearly there. I'm not rushing this time.
You're not rushing this time. It's going to be...
Oh, that looks great.
Is it a free-form omelette?
That is. It's a new wave.
New wave, yeah, it looks
Yeah, it's
wavy.
got garnish. Look. There you go.
The garnish. The face of Marianne.
That's butter, by the way, not egg.
Are you sure?
Yes,
I am. Look, you put extra butter in there for me because you know I like butter.
As you know, eggs cook at a low temperature, so you'll find that that's perfectly cooked and a little curdy on the inside.
It's a bit like...
I like babbles.
It's a bit like burrata, isn't it? Where it's just got the raw cream inside.
I do like the little sprinkling of sea salt at the
Yeah,
end.
thank you, chef. Thank you.
Let's have a quick taste here. Marianne, it's not the most beautiful omelette, but... Marianne, you're on the board. 41.
Yes.
Go on, Kel. High five.
0.76. We'll arrange that
I'll
some way.
get you a deal.
I'm pretty happy
Jamie?
with that.
I've got to get in that pan. I want to be between my two faves, Gennaro and Theo Randall. I've got to be. Please. Let's hope that the hands were worth it, the fingertips. Don't do that at home, by the way.
Yeah.
23.92. So Frenchie comes out and comes down here.
Wind your body.
We're going to move up here between chin and Dan. Not bad. Well, hang on. Faster than Uncle Michel.
Oh, no, but he wouldn't approve of that omelette.
He probably wouldn't have. He would have been nasty and he would have put that in there. Oh, dear. So will Aid get his food heaven? Braised halibut with asparagus sauce maltaise, or his food hell, Moroccan-style chicken with lentils? To find out whether Aid is getting his food heaven or food hell. Food heaven is halibut, this wonderful fillet
Halibut,
of
doesn't it look lovely?
It does look gorgeous. These lovely little flowers here, wild flowers and sherry and lots of butter.
All the butter.
Asparagus.
But Aid needs the rough. He needs the roughage.
Or food hell. Yeah, a bowl full of roughage and the fibre there. Lentils, a little bit of chilli, and chicken breast.
And boring chicken.
Boring chicken breast. So, 56% of the voters went for... What are we going for?
Right, let's go.
I love you. I love you very much. Thank you very much.
Right, so we need to julienne a little bit of orange peel and a little bit of orange juice.
Who's julienne?
I'm sure you julienne a bit of that. Yeah. Your knife skills are very good. And white asparagus and green asparagus to peel and cook, Marianne. Thank you. So I'm going to put the butter on to melt for the Maltese.
White asparagus, is that just kind of done under cover of darkness or something? Why is it white?
It is a variety that is white.
All right, so it just grows like that out of... I'm trying to grow asparagus at the minute. Yeah. I've been trying to grow it from seed.
Oh, well, that's going to take some time.
It's going to take 4 years, apparently, and I've tried it 3 years in a row, and each time they've disappeared. But I've got high hopes this year. They're looking sort of quite good.
Yeah, I mean, the white asparagus tends to have a slightly more pronounced and bitter taste.
Yeah.
But I mean, really nice. Not so common in England, although they are growing now, but more common in the northern parts of France, Germany, Holland, and such like. But I personally love them. I think they're great.
Your bits of garlic are huge in there.
It's just
Do you take them out?
Yeah, that's just the flavour.
Afterwards. Yeah.
The shallot we will be using. So I put the halibut in there, skin side down, with a bit of butter. In it goes.
Just butter?
Just butter. Seasoning, which is hiding
Why
somewhere.
isn't everything on fire? When I cook with just butter, it just sort of smokes and goes up.
Turn the heat down a wee bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of salt, and then...
I hadn't thought of that.
Sherry.
You need the roux gene. You need the roux gene in your body.
Yeah.
Sherry.
You like sherry?
Yeah, I love them.
I'm a huge fan of
It's
sherry.
an underrated drink, isn't it, sherry?
And especially to cook with. Fish stock.
All right.
A little bit of fish stock in there. So we're going to braise the halibut in these lovely juices, and we're going to baste it constantly to get a lovely shine on it and lovely stickiness to it. And that should cook in real time just on the hob.
Chef, julienne of orange, what would you like?
So, julienne of orange, we need to blanch 2 or 3 times, which means it's getting rid of the bitterness.
Oh, it's just the peel, is it?
Just the peel. Yeah,
Right,
so we've got 2 parts. We're going to blanch it, cooks it, and it removes the bitterness. Because we don't want the bitter...
So just the fragrant part is left.
Indeed. Right. I'm going to clarify a few eggs. So we need some egg yolks. So, as well as everything else.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, I did some Shakespeare recently, yeah. I was a bit frightened to begin with, but then I realised, because he's quite a good writer.
Yeah, just a bit.
But then I realised he's just writes like anyone else, you know. Just some things to say, just some instructions.
Just another writer.
Well, yeah. So, well, you have to treat it like that, otherwise you get sort of stage fright, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just odd to think of Star Wars and Shakespeare and Aid.
Well, I don't know what you're saying.
You are the link.
I think they're all entirely the same thing. I think they are. It's just entertainment. It's always entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, it's just pretending to be someone else for a particular reason. Sometimes you pretend to be someone else to make people laugh. Sometimes you pretend to be someone else to make people cry, you know. It's, and
now you're writing your own plays, is that right?
I've just written a play with Nigel Plainey, yeah. We're going on tour this autumn.
On tour?
On tour, yes.
Got a name yet for that?
It's called Vulcan 7. It's about 2... Vulcan 7. It's about 2 old actors, a bit like us, who are stuck in a caravan on the side of a glacier in Iceland. They're making some kind of Marvel franchise film.
Wow.
And they haven't seen each other since drama school, and they hate each other, and things start to go wrong, and the volcano starts to explode, and they don't realise that one of them has a relationship to the runner either, that they didn't know. So it's quite fun.
A little tip.
Looking forward to that. Yes, a little tip.
Orange juice. When making a hollandaise or a Maltese, grandma's tip.
Yeah, what is a Maltese? You've said it 3 times, and I don't know what it is.
So it's basically a hollandaise, but flavoured or made with orange juice. Normally it would be blood orange, but blood oranges have just finished.
I thought it was going to have Maltesers in.
Not Maltesers, Maltese. So, a little tip to get it, to make sure it's really, really light and fluffy. What Grandma used to do was, for each egg yolk, half an eggshell's worth of liquid. So,
Right, of orange juice.
Well, yeah, orange juice or whatever liquid that you're using.
That's a brilliant tip.
It is, and it's fail-safe. I tell you, it really, really works.
So it's the perfect ratio between the yolk and the juice.
It is the perfect ratio to make sure that you get a really light, fluffy and indulgent. So we're cooking asparagus there. They're nearly cooked.
Nearly there.
I'm not going to refresh them.
Okay, okay.
No, because I want to serve them straight from the pan, warm, not too al dente. Just that lovely sort of between al dente and fondant. So it
smells amazing.
Through that. And Jamie's basting the.
I do like having 3 chefs cooking for you. It's very, very kind of you. You must come round this evening.
Well, if you get your beer out, we might do. Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Oh. God. We're playing charades later. No, you're leading the way on that one. Chef, you put it skin side down.
Yes.
And I'm presuming that's just to protect the fish so it really does get cooked gently.
It is. It holds the fish and it protects it as well.
Michelle, how do you know when it's done or not without cutting it open and ruining how it looks?
Yeah, 40 years of experience.
Yeah, all right.
No,
I'll just go off and get that. Hang on.
It is feel. Feel. You can use a little needle or the point of a knife to see how it goes through. Okay. If it's going
Otherwise, you just eat
nicely
it a little bit raw or a little bit overcooked.
Well, to be honest,
it's not that bad, is it?
I'd rather have my fish undercooked than overcooked.
Yeah.
But this basting is also going to protect it, so it's going to be hard to make this one dry.
And all the flavours there, the shallot, the garlic, the sherry, reducing down, intensifying and going into that dish. Right, a little bit of salt in my Maltese. There we go. And you've got to be careful with this. So you do it over the double boiler.
Custard, doesn't it?
Because it could go to scrambled eggs. I mean, it would be, quite nice scrambled eggs, orange-flavoured scrambled eggs, but it's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
They're nearly there.
Do you put the hot pan into cold water straight away? No, you don't. No, you don't.
So this is where you add the...
I do. just a little tip you shouldn't follow, viewers.
So, then you add the clarified butter.
Yeah.
So the more clarified butter you add, the richer it will be and the heavier it will be. So if you want it really, really light, you just add a little bit of the butter to it.
So you're just pouring off, I mean, you're leaving the solids in the bottom of the pan there and
absolutely
doing it by eye.
Yes, I'm doing it by eye. 40 years experience.
40 years experience, just go and get that. Here we are, yes, got that now. Yeah, oh yes, that's how I do it.
Right, asparagus, how are we doing there, Marianne?
It's coming, chef.
And that looks beautiful, really, really. And you see how shiny that's reduced down, and we just glaze the fish with that. And
sorry,
it's amazing,
asparagus
chef.
Ready. Hand that over.
I'm sorry, the asparagus chef is very late.
Oh, gosh. Thank you. Right. So I'm going to get a little bit chefy and just dress them up. They're a bit hot, as they should be.
There's wine
You
again.
have to go to a special school to know how to put
You've worked so
patterns
hard.
into food.
Oh, lovely.
It was one of the most difficult things to do on MasterChef, was to keep finding another pattern.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling.
Presentation, right. A lovely crown of asparagus to
Look
go,
at that,
to go
you
with my
see.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Here you are, chef. Oh, I was trying to do it for you.
So, Jane, what have we got?
So I've gone a bit classic here for you,
Good.
Michelle. So we've got a lovely burgundy, a white burgundy. So pure Chardonnay, and it's from a really region that gives you fantastic value for money. So you're not paying super through your nose. This is £9.98 in Asda. It's been fermented in stainless steel, so it's not got that super oaky, toasty flavour, but it's got enough richness and warmth to go with all those flavours there, and zingy enough to go with this orange, the julienne and everything. So hope you like it.
You've covered it with
Beautiful.
flowers. What are these flowers?
So we've got wild garlic, we have borage, and garlic leek, the pronged garlic. I can't remember the name of it now.
Chef, do you put any of the
Three-cornered garlic.
Any of the cooking liquor do you use as well, or has that done its job?
Cooking liquor on top, or you can actually put some of the shallots on there as well. Yes, look
Lovely.
at that. Joyful. Aid.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is heaven.
Very well garnished.
Get stuck in there, Aid.
Anyway, cheers.
Yes, cheers. I
Cheers.
love the wine, a good
Cheers.
classic now.
What a joy.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Here we go.
Lovely and
Very
moist.
nice wine.
Cheers, isn't it?
And Aid got his heaven.
Oh, I love a bit of halibut.
He's going in again.
He's going in for the sauce.
Yes.
That's very good, isn't it, that sauce?
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aid. Yeah. Get in there, go on. You lucky thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there won't be any left.
That's all from us today on Saturday Kitchen Live. Thanks to all our studio guests, Marianne, Jamie, Jane and Aid. Recipes from the show are on the website bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. Matt Tebbutt is back next week with Adam Handling and Ching Hee Huan. Don't forget to watch Best Bites with Matt tomorrow, BBC 2 at 9:05 a.m. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Yay.